Have you ever felt sick in a country where English isn't your first language and realized you didn't know how to explain what was wrong with your body? This is one of the scariest moments for English learners, not because being sick is scary alone, but because not being understood in that moment feels even worse. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, and welcome back to Train Your English Brain. Today, we are learning exactly what to say at the doctor's office, so if this moment ever happens to you, you'll feel prepared, not panicked. Let me tell you about Leo's difficult morning. Leo woke up with a terrible headache and a sore throat. He knew he needed to see a doctor, but the thought of explaining his symptoms in English made him feel almost as nervous as the sickness itself. He walked into the clinic and the receptionist asked, "What's the problem today?" Leo paused. He knew the words head and hurt, but putting them together quickly, under pressure, felt harder than he expected. He said, "My head is bad." The receptionist nodded kindly, but Leo felt frustrated with himself. Later, when he felt better, he told Anna about it. Anna said something very helpful. She said, "Leo, doctors hear the same simple sentences every single day. You don't need creative language. You need a few clear, reliable patterns." That is exactly what we are learning today. Let's start with the most basic and useful sentence pattern of all. I have a, followed by the symptom. Let's practice. I have a headache. I have a headache. I have a sore throat. I have a sore throat. You can use this same pattern for almost any symptom. I have a stomachache. I have a fever. I have a cough. Now, sometimes the doctor or nurse will ask you a follow-up question, like, "How long have you had this?" This question is very common, and knowing how to answer makes the whole visit feel smoother. You can answer with, "Since yesterday," or "For about 3 days." Let's practice. Since yesterday. Since yesterday. For about 3 days. For about 3 days. Let's go back to Leo's story. After his awkward first sentence, the nurse gently asked, "Since when do you have this headache?" This time, Leo felt ready. He said, "Since yesterday morning." The nurse smiled and wrote something down. "Okay, and is it a sharp pain or more like pressure?" This question felt harder, but Leo remembered something simple. Even if he didn't know a fancy word, he could describe the feeling in basic terms. He said, "It feels heavy, like pressure." The nurse nodded understandingly. "Okay, that's very helpful." This moment taught Leo something important. Doctors don't expect perfect vocabulary. They just want clear, honest information, even in simple words. Now, let's learn a few more useful symptom phrases, ones that cover many common situations. If something hurts, you can point to the area and simply say, "It hurts here." It hurts here. It hurts here. If you feel generally unwell without one specific pain, you can say, "I feel dizzy," or "I feel weak." I feel dizzy. I feel dizzy. I feel weak. I feel weak. And if your symptoms are getting worse, not better, this is very important information for a doctor. You can say, "It's getting worse," or "It's not improving." It's getting worse. It's not improving. Let's continue Leo's story. The doctor asked him one more question. Any allergies to medication? Leo remembered this important phrase too. He said clearly, "No allergies." If he did have an allergy, he could have said, "Yes, I'm allergic to penicillin," for example. This is a critical sentence to know because it protects your health. Let's practice both versions. No allergies. No allergies.
I'm allergic to penicillin. I'm allergic to penicillin. After a short examination, the doctor said, "It looks like a common cold. Rest, drink water, and take this medicine twice a day." Leo understood almost everything, and for the parts he wasn't sure about, he simply asked, "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?" A phrase you already know from our phone call episode. This is one of the most powerful lessons in today's episode. You don't need to understand everything the first time. You just need one simple sentence to ask again, calmly and politely. Let's review the key phrases from today, one more time together. I have a headache. Since yesterday. It hurts here. I feel dizzy. No allergies. These phrases might feel small, but in a real moment of sickness, they are incredibly powerful. They help a doctor understand you quickly, so you can get the right help without added stress. Now, here is your homework for today. Imagine you feel unwell right now. Choose one symptom, headache, sore throat, or stomachache, and practice saying the full pattern out loud. I have a since. This builds real, ready confidence, so if you ever truly need it, the words come naturally. If you want an extra challenge, try writing down 3 symptoms in English, along with how long you've had them, just like you'd explain them to a doctor. Remember Leo's story today. Being sick already feels difficult enough, but with a few simple sentences ready in your mind, explaining it in English doesn't have to add extra stress. You have those sentences now too, so the next time you don't feel well and you need to explain it in English, take a breath, remember today's phrases, and speak clearly and calmly. You are more ready than you think. Thank you for listening today, and I'll see you in the next episode of Train Your English Brain.